Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Do I look happy? No, I do not. I had the worst week last week ever. And then today, I just can't even. I don't know. Everything that I hate has happened. But on the bright side, we decided to do a Loki reaction video because I thought it was important to react to this trailer, specifically because I'm so incredibly unhappy with Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Unhappy is an understatement.
Unhappy is an understatement. If you guys have seen the few tweets that I've allowed myself to tweet, which I regretted that decision because I was just so angry. But you guys know I am not happy with that show. So today we are going to be reacting to the Loki trailer. If you guys noticed, Teresa actually already released a video of her reacting to the Loki trailer.
But I didn't watch it in the video.
Oh, well, that's what we're going to do today. So here we go, Loki.
I know what this place is. The timekeepers have built quite the circus. And I see the clowns are playing their parts to perfection. Big metaphor guy. I love it. Makes you sound super smart. I am smart. I know. Okay. Okay.
Please sign to verify this is everything you've ever said.
This is absurd.
Sign this too.
We protect the proper flow of time. You picked up the Tesseract, breaking reality. I want you to help us fix it. Why me? I need your unique Loki perspective. Do I get a weapon? Yeah.
You really believe in this Loki variant?
Luckily, he believes in himself enough for the both of us. It is adorable that you think you could possibly manipulate me. I'm 10 steps ahead of you. You're not big on trust, are you? You can trust me. Loki, I've studied almost every moment of your entire life. You've literally stabbed people in the back like 50 times. Why never do it again?
All right, so I'm gonna let Teresa lead this off because she's in a much better mood than I am. So what did you think?
I think that it's a fantastic trailer. I think it's the best trailer that they've put out for any of these shows because of all the different things that it shows. It shows that the different places that they're going to be able to go and the different weird new things we're going to be able to see. Because I can understand with, say, the WandaVision trailers if people thought that that was too strange, or Falcon Winter Soldier, thinking of the trailers, or if that looked like more of the same. Trailer-wise, this looked like the perfect blend of action and oddity, so that we're getting something new and something familiar at the same time. And I just think it's a perfect situation to put Loki in because this is going back to the version of him in 2012, and Tom Hiddleston says this is exploring seeing different Lokis and different universes, exploring all the different areas of his personality because there's so many. So I just think that this is a really good situation to put him in because you can explore all the different facets to Loki's character, and he's not just constrained to being the angry brother here, trying to get revenge on Thor or trying to get approval from Thor or whatever. So, and you have him with people who he doesn't immediately have to hate, so there's going to be a lot of questions about what he's going to do in the series. I think it's going to be unpredictable, and they also have the advantage because they know so much about Loki, so it's going to be interesting how they react with him. I think that Owen Wilson and Tom Hiddleston are set up to maybe have a lot of chemistry. I want to see where that goes.
Well, let me just jump in there because I've just about finished watching the 80s TV show Street Hawk, and it's set up not dissimilarly because the way that show is set up is there's the guy who's kind of the superhero guy who goes out and saves people or does kind of the on the ground dirty work. And then there's the kind of guy behind the curtain. What is
the guy in the chair?
The guy in the chair. That's what Mr. Tuttle is in Street Hawk, and that's kind of what this show feels like a little bit. Like Loki's the guy actually being sent out to do the dirty work, and then he's got Owen Wilson, who's the guy in the chair.
It should be mentioned that Loki, he can be good sometimes, he can be bad sometimes he can be both. So it's going to be interesting how they use him as that. Because he says, I need your unique Loki perspective. And I think that's what he means. Like, Loki is the character that you could, if you possibly had control of him and you got him to line up with what you want to do, you could get him to do anything if need be. There's this new female character we see little glimpses of. Loki winks at her in one of the trailers. I'm wondering if they're going to set something up there. Like maybe he tries to seduce her in a way. I feel like they might do that. We'll see.
Now I have a question. One of the characters that kind of, I don't want to say got the shaft, but she kind of just disappeared without any explanation from the Thor universe was Sif. And she, the main reason for that, I believe, was because she wasn't available to be in Ragnarok.
So they couldn't kill her off and couldn't do anything with her.
Exactly. So she's still alive, presumably somewhere out there.
Well,
and hang on, in the comic books, Loki disguises himself as Sif on more than one occasion, and he also disguises himself as Scarlet Witch, which also could come into this as well. So I'm asking you.
That would be fun. I've heard rumors that Sif is going to appear in some form in the show, but they haven't been confirmed.
Yeah.
There's been talk about it.
I don't want to get too wrapped up in theories because we all got bit hard during WandaVision. So
yeah, well, we do see that Loki is going to go into the Soul Stone. He's going to see where Black Widow is. And I was thinking, as I was watching the trailer this time, that, you know, how can they ruin this show like they have Falcon and Winter Soldier? Are they going to character assassinate some characters? And I thought, how do you character assassinate Loki when he's such a complicated character with so many different facets to him as it is? What do you get him to do that assassinates him? I think it's hard.
I am a little, like, I guess there's part of me that's always going to be a little bit worried that they damage the integrity of the character, especially because of, you know, what they've done with other characters. I mean, you just look at what they've done to Sam. I don't want to make this about Falcon and Winter Soldier, but they've really, like, retconned his character entirely so that he's completely unappealing. So I would be afraid, potentially, just because Disney, unfortunately, and even if you look at the DC movies, they all seem to have the tendency to
assassinate the
characters and just retcon them entirely so that they're not the characters that they originally were. They're not the reason why we came to these franchises in the first place. But I'm not as worried with Loki because he already has an established brand that everybody seems to like, regardless of political affiliation.
It's just difficult again because we've gone the anti-hero direction with Loki, we've gone the supervillain direction, and so I'm like, okay, what do you possibly do with Loki that is going to ruin him? Or because he's ever changing.
Like, I could see them making him gay potentially, but I just don't know.
I have a very hard time. Here's the thing. Loki, ever since 2011, has always been the heartthrob. I have a very hard time believing they would ever make him gay.
There's a marketing issue. They would have to at least make him bi in order to get around that. Like, I see exactly what you're saying because he's been the guy that women throw themselves at.
Yeah, so
for reasons that are
which is why I would think that they give him either a love interest or someone he's trying to manipulate in the show. That's a woman. I see them just thinking, maybe not from a writing perspective, but from a marketing angle, let's give him a love interest of some kind. Let's put a girl in there rather than let's make him gay. I just do not see them.
I don't see that playing well either. That doesn't make any sense. My predictions are for this show, I don't think that I'm going to have the same level of excitement for it that I did for WandaVision. However, I do think it's going to be significantly better than Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I don't think it's going to be as much of a letdown as some of the episodes might have been in WandaVision because the standard isn't as high and the stakes aren't as high and kind of it's not the first one out of the gate. I also think that they could have some other surprise things in there planned, especially because Loki is one of like the key players from the original Phase 1 Avengers movies. So there's much more to play
I
with
just
there, and he has
realized
much more of a history.
It's going to be interesting to see him talk to Black Widow. We see them sitting together.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't talked to her since, you know, the first Avengers, where
Mm-hmm.
she's like,
They
"You
have
would
kind
appear
of
as a friend."
the
It's
war
going to
of
be
the
so
words.
wonderful.
Yeah,
to
that'll
see
be
them.
an interesting conversation for sure. I wonder if he's able to break her out of the Soul Stone. That would be interesting.
I would like to, if we don't break her out, I'd just like to hear like kind of the physics of the Soul Stone, if that makes sense, how it works and
Yeah.
what happens to you when you go in there.
Yeah. Can you get out? Can somebody like trade places for you? I don't know.
If you could trade places, then Loki won't do that though.
Of course not. But that might be an interesting dynamic that he says, "Would you like me to trade places?"
And then,
no, sorry, psych.
psych, no.
Anyway, so I think it'll be interesting to see the dynamic between Loki and these different characters, and just kind of have it be a little bit more of a blank slate, because we really knew going into WandaVision, we really knew what the structure of the show was going to be. We already knew the sitcom land. We already knew that it was going to be, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and so on and so forth. And then for Falcon and Winter Soldier, we kind of knew where it was going already. But I really am not in tune with what's going on in this Loki series. He's got some sort of mission that he's got to...
Supposedly, I haven't read it a lot, but supposedly they're hiring him to track down other versions of himself elsewhere. Yeah. So...
yeah. So it'll be interesting to just see how this
what might be interesting
pans out.
is if they say, okay, the Avengers messed up everything in time and space with Endgame. You have to go fix absolutely everything that they messed up, which is what leads him to the Soul Stone and stuff like that.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting. So let me know what you guys thought in the comments. Please send me some nice comments this time, because I'm just really grouchy.
And we later will, when Falcon and Winter Soldier ends, we'll probably have like a 30-minute review of it, because I'm online right now, and every time I think, okay, I've laid it out all in my head, everything wrong with the show, someone will bring up something else, some other angle to criticize. And
that one's just really, really upsetting. So we won't be doing a video on that until after the finale, because I just kind of hate myself every time I watch the video or watch the episode, and I just want to have it like just do a one and done on that show, because it's just so awful. So look forward to that. Please like the channel, or excuse me, like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell to get notifications, and send me nice comments. Please, please, please.
See you next time.
And I will talk to you guys on the next video.